Have you heard about the recent surge in retail theft in Chicago? It's a question echoing through the city streets and suburban neighborhoods, particularly in Oak Brook. It's a problem that's been steadily growing, causing distress and concern among residents and businesses alike. According to the Oak Brook Police Department, the main culprits behind this wave of theft are recently arrived illegal border crossers. Since October, 47 individuals fitting this description have been apprehended, and if we cast our gaze back over the past year, the count rises to over 175. But Chicago isn't the only city grappling with this issue. It's a nationwide trend, a wave of organized retail theft sweeping across the country, leaving a trail of losses and frustration in its wake. What sets these crimes apart from your everyday shoplifting is the method employed by these thieves. They've been known to use bags lined with tin foil to evade store anti-theft devices. A simple yet cunning technique that's proving to be devastatingly effective. The year 2023 saw an escalation in these thefts. In Oak Brook alone, multiple incidents were reported at the local Macy's store. But Macy's isn't the only one in the firing line. Other major retail stores like Kohl's have also been hit. From clothing to electronics, no item seems to be off limits for these thieves, and the impact of these thefts is far-reaching. It's not just the retailers who are suffering the consequences. Law enforcement agencies too are feeling the strain. They are faced with the challenging task of tracking down these organized theft rings and bringing the culprits to justice. These retail thefts are a significant concern for both retailers and law enforcement agencies. As we delve deeper into this issue, we'll explore the response from the authorities and the broader implications of this surge in retail theft. Stay tuned. Law enforcement agencies are taking action to combat this wave of organized retail thefts in major cities across the United States. This is a statement that rings true across the nation, as the prevalence of these crimes continues to increase. In response to this rising tide, patrols have been ramped up, especially in areas known to be hotspots for these criminal activities. The familiar sight of a police car cruising the streets is now more than just a deterrent. It's a symbol of the commitment to keep our communities safe. But increased patrols are just the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, alliances are being formed to prosecute these organized theft rings. These are not just loose coalitions, but robust collaborations between district attorneys and law enforcement personnel. Together they are pooling their resources, combining their expertise, and working tirelessly to bring these criminals to justice. Importantly, this isn't just a local effort. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, better known as the FBI, has also stepped up its efforts. They're maintaining close contact with local law enforcement agencies, sharing intelligence and coordinating responses. This isn't a task that can be tackled in isolation. It requires a unified front, a shared resolve, and a commitment to work together. This collaboration is more than just beneficial, it's essential. Organized retail crime is not a localized issue, it's a widespread problem that doesn't respect city boundaries or state lines. It is a sophisticated operation that requires a sophisticated response. Without this collaboration, without this shared commitment, tackling such widespread and organized crime would be an uphill battle. But with these alliances, with the FBI's involvement, and with the ongoing efforts of law enforcement agencies across the nation, we're not just fighting back, we're taking the offensive. We're sending a clear message to these criminals. Their actions will not be tolerated, their crimes will not go unpunished, and their days are numbered. This collaboration is crucial to tackling such widespread and organized crime. With every passing day, this truth becomes increasingly evident. We are stronger together, and together, we will overcome. A report from the National Retail Federation has shed some light on this situation. The National Retail Federation, a respected authority in the retail industry, has noted a gradual increase in organized retail crime. This isn't a problem restricted to Chicago. It's a nationwide issue that has been growing steadily, like a shadow creeping over the retail landscape. Indeed, the magnitude of these thefts is alarming. The Federation's report reveals that an estimated 75% of retailers have been victims of organized retail crime, a staggering number that continues to rise. But what's driving this increase? The report suggests a few potential contributing factors. One is the ongoing pandemic, which has created fertile ground for crime due to widespread economic hardship and reduced foot traffic in stores, giving thieves more opportunities to strike. Another factor is changes in sentencing guidelines. In some states, the threshold for felony theft has been raised, meaning that criminals can steal more, before facing serious consequences. This has potentially made retail theft a more attractive proposition for those willing to break the law. But the Federation's report isn't just a doom and gloom narrative. It also emphasizes the need for a concerted effort from all stakeholders to tackle this problem. Retailers, law enforcement agencies, and the community at large. We all have a role to play. Retailers need to invest in advanced security measures and staff training to better prevent and detect theft. Law enforcement agencies need to prioritize these crimes, making full use of their resources to apprehend and prosecute offenders. And we, as members of the community, need to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity. As we continue to see these alarming trends, it is clear that addressing retail theft requires a concerted effort from retailers, law enforcement agencies, and the community at large.